Joan Newcomb, and today's Mystic Minute is the importance of being in your body, but not being your body. What does that mean? You have a body, but you are so much more than your body. And it is important to occupy your body. It is important to be in your body, be fully embodied as consciousness. And it's important that you're the one driving the bus, riding the horse. How you can tell the difference is if you are feeling overwhelmingly afraid, if you are feeling overwhelmingly anything, if you feel uncertain about the future, if you are scared about your basic survival, all those things are body concerns. And it also means that you're not sitting in the driver's seat driving the bus. And your bus is going, you can just kind of feel the craziness about that. And disconnection happens when your body gets really triggered by stuff. So we've had a lot of things going on lately that have been triggering us on really core levels. And we feel disconnected from the greater aspect of who we are. And so many of us don't even realize that we are the greater aspect of who we are. That we are the being occupying the form. The huge transformation that is going on the planet today is that you as consciousness can occupy your body and can occupy it so much more than ever before. When I first went through my mystical training back in 1981 was when I started it. And I learned techniques for coming into your body, and I was told that only about 10% of you is actually able to come into your form, which meant that 90% of you exists beyond this form. It's even more of a spectrum than that, and things have vibrationally changed since 1981. Things have continually evolved and changed so that more of you can be in form. Your physical body and actually your energy system has been vibrationally increasing so that more of you can be here. And that's part of the craziness and insanity that is going on the planet today. Because when more of you as consciousness comes into your form, the more denser, fixed, limiting beliefs show up as really uncomfortable. These are things that you might have just believed was reality. This is what your family believed. This is what people have believed for generations, and that's not true anymore. That doesn't fit in your current reality. That feels like a restriction. The greater aspect of you as consciousness comes into form, and you experience expansion, and anything that is not flexible is gonna feel too tight. But that's why you see people in the world today resisting labels and resisting identification. It's going to be so that you can't really have a gender box anymore because people don't identify with gender. People are becoming so collectively combined that you can't racially define. Actually, people have already are so collectively combined. Here in the United States, you can't say that you're one thing or another because you have a Cherokee great-grandparent, or your ancestor came over from Wales, but another ancestor came from the Soviet Union. And it's an interconnected world, and we cannot place those restrictions. However, if you are operating as your body and as your form, you're going to see the world as very rigid. You're going to see things in boxes, and the dichotomies are going to look really specific, and you're going to identify with that. That's the right one. That's the wrong one. And it's going to be really uncomfortable for you. As you come more into form as consciousness, you're going to feel more expansive and more light. And the thing is that you need to be in your body to be fully experiencing this world. You need to be in your body to be able to fully manifest in this body. If you are looking to manifest things on a material level, on a physical level, on an interpersonal level, you got to be in your body for that to happen. Now, what's going on with all the old techniques is that it brings you into your physical form kind of in the old-fashioned way, where you get to immerse yourself into density and effort. And the first thing you feel is how uncomfortable your body is, all the pain, and then you have to process it, and then you have to go through your generational stuff and your family history. And I've had this issue since I was 4, and I was abandoned, and I went to the hospital when I was 5, and whatever the storyline is, becomes something you end up working on over and over again. When you come in as consciousness now, all you need to do is focus. Focus in your body, focus on a focal point. It brings you immediately fully present, fully in your body, and fully in the present moment. And all the history and storyline disappears. You are able to be here now, and all that old pain stuff disappears. And one of the other things that happens when you're fully in your body, in this present moment, focused, using your focal points as kind of anchor points, your dreams and desires change as well, because you are just here enjoying the present moment, enjoying whatever shows up in the storyline. And you're just really thrilled to be alive, to be in a body that is alive. It's the physical body that experiences all the deliciousness of life. And the other thing that happens as you are more fully embodied and more fully conscious is that manifestations are effortless, and things start happening randomly, outside of the box and off script. So surprising things start to happen. Now, we're seeing this reflected in the world on an unconscious level because more consciousness is in form. So our thoughts and our perceptions do manifest more quickly, including the ones that we don't want to happen, the ones that we're in resistance to. You think about it, there it is. You think you don't want it, there it is. And when you start manifesting from consciousness and conscious awareness, it actually is beyond thought. It's manifesting from a greater awareness than intention. What happens then as you put out this greater, looser, more request of your greater self for manifestation is that things unfold bigger than you could imagine. Because the part of you that puts things out with really specific intentions is the part of you that thinks there's a problem. And then the problem gets manifested. So the other thing people don't realize is that our mind is part of our body. Our mind is the little computer that's in the dashboard of your car. It's working within limitations. So when you put out a looser, more open-ended intention as consciousness, then you allow in a greater manifestation than you ever could have thought. And really, it just starts with identifying yourself as consciousness and not as your body, noticing what it's like to be in your form and not in your form, realizing that you can attain greater consciousness by being focused in your form than being focused out there. I swear, when people die, they suddenly realize they've been out there all along and they missed the opportunity to be in here. It's simple, it's effortless, it's playful, and it's joyful. And when you feel all those things, then you know you're operating as consciousness and you are in your body, but not of your body. And if you like these videos, you can subscribe to them on YouTube. You can also sign up below to get them in your inbox. If you want to know more, my website is joan-newcomb.com. I put out a weekly radio show and podcast. I also put out a weekly blog and newsletter. I do meetups around the Puget Sound, primarily in Seattle, Bellevue, Tacoma, and University Place, and sometimes in other locations. I do a monthly webinar. And if you want to know more about navigating your life as consciousness, coming more into your body as consciousness and navigating your life as consciousness, then go to my website, joan-newcomb.com, and look at my coaching programs. So go to joan-newcomb.com, and I'll see you in another couple days with another Mystic Minute.